Hi folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, podcasts. Join the community. Come on, that's what it's about. Creating a community, helping each other grow, learn, teach. Let's get this going, right? You know what's going on over here. Coming at you today with a video on sweaty hands, right? Sweaty hands. Do you got sweaty hands? Do you got sweaty hands? I used to have major sweaty hands, like crazy. Like even when I date girls, I can't hold hands with them because my hand just starts sweating. Like I'm a sweaty person. You know, I don't have air conditioning in my house. So when summertime comes, you know, I don't even shower till like 9, 10 o'clock at night because I'm just sweating. I'm a sweaty person. And sweaty hands has always been a major issue that I've had. But to tell you the truth, in about the last year, it's went away. Like my hands used to peel. I don't know if you can see it. You can still see it, kind of a little bit of peeling going on, right? But so now my hands don't sweat. You know, I used to be really insecure. Like I'd go to church, and then you know, for Catholics, you hold hands, and we all say the Our Father prayer. But you always got to hold the hand of the person next to you. And I've always had sweaty hands. I remember one time, it was probably like 4 years ago. I was downtown here in Denver at Holy Ghost for Easter. I think it was Easter. Either way, it was a Sunday. And there was this beautiful Asian girl next to me. She's with her boyfriend. But beautiful, you know, and I knew it was coming. I was like, oh, man, we got to hold hands. Oh, man. You know, so then I had to hold her hand, and I swear my hand felt like it was just dripping. Like, I seriously, it felt like it was an armpit just freaking dripping. And then the Our Father prayer, I mean, it's probably like a minute long, and it felt like I was holding her hand for 5 minutes. Oh man, I got done holding her hand, and I just told her, I'm so sorry for the sweaty hand. You know, she didn't even, I mean, she was probably thinking gross, but, you know, she's like, oh, it's all right, no worries, blah, blah, blah. But, so what is this cure for sweaty hands? I'm about to tell you, and it's going to seem weird, and it's the only explanation I can seriously come up with. Coming from a person who I swear to you, my hands, at times when I used to hold people's hands, especially at church and things like that, like they seriously felt like they were dripping. I know you, if you've been to church and you had to hold someone's hand, I know you know the feeling. And first of all, I think it's just nervousness. You're thinking about it too much. When I worked at the gym, there was a gentleman that worked the front counter, and he said he was trying to get into the Army, but whenever he had to take the blood pressure test, he'd always fail. And he said he would always just dwell on like, oh my goodness, here it comes. I gotta do it. And he would fail. And the same thing happens with your hand. If you're thinking about it, it's just gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. It just is what it is. But the next thing, like, I'm gonna say this, and it's just finding yourself. Like, I hate to say it. It's going to sound corny, but finding yourself, your true self, and just being comfortable in your own skin. In my opinion, if you've got sweaty hands like that, that's what I've come to know with myself. I was just uncomfortable in my own skin, and I still am to a certain extent. I'm working on a lot of things in my life. I still struggle. I still sin, and to tell you the truth, I'm still a horrible freaking person. Oh, there we go. I didn't know that was like that. It was on my shoe. My opinion, I'm still a horrible person. You know, I'm working on it. I'm getting better, though. I've made great improvements. But all I can tell you is once I've gotten on this self-improvement journey and really worked on all these different aspects of my life, mind, body, and spirit, and just trying to overcome whatever obstacle and whatever box I've put myself in, like the sweatiness is gone. You know, I can hold hands at church now. I don't even care no more. I still don't hold. I think I've just you know, kind of mentally scarred myself to where I still don't like to hold hands. But if I'm not gonna ever initiate the hand hold, the holding of hands. I never initiate it. I keep my hands here if I am. You know, even if I'm just standing next to my mom, she doesn't hold hands either. We both just sit there or stand next to each other like this. But, you know, if you're around people, now I've been going to a different parish, and, you know, I'll usually end up sitting next to strangers, and if they initiate it, I'll hold hands. It's not a big deal. But once again, it's just, You got to find yourself, folks. I'm telling you, that's what it is. You're still not where you need to be. I would say it's almost just a sign that you're not where you need to be, and just keep striving for perfection and learning about yourself and trying to truly understand you, and it's going to go away. I'm telling you, it's going to go away. I still get nervous, and I still struggle with a lot of different things. I mentioned this before in another video last year around this time. I gave I wasn't the best man, but I gave the best man speech at my cousin's wedding, and they were cutting the cake, and I'm sitting there, right, and his wife at the time was like, isn't someone supposed to say a speech? And I'm already standing up there, and he's like, yeah, Russell is. And I just grabbed him, because I'm already up in front of everybody because it was outside of the picnic area. I just grabbed him, put my arm around him, and I just started talking. And then halfway through, he grabbed me, and he told me he could feel my entire body shaking. My entire body. I was terrified up there, I'm not going to lie. But it helped me. It helped me grow, and I'm about to give another one in October, I think it is. My buddy's getting married. I'm not going to be the best man there either, but I told him I'd give a speech. I'm going to most likely be terrified, I would assume, but once again, it's just getting out of your comfort zone and understanding you, and I promise once you start doing that, it's going to go away. It's going to go away. In my opinion, it's almost a sign of success. If your hands don't stop sweating, you're not on the right path yet. To me, that's almost a 100% sign of success, in your self-improvement journey, if you're someone that struggles with that. So, I know that was a bunch of rambling, but once again, trust me, that's what it is. I promise you. My hands were sweaty for I'm about to be 34 this year, so for the last 32 and a half years, I've had sweaty hands, and all of a sudden, it just went away. And that's the only thing that I can tell you that has changed in my life, is creating this YouTube channel, changing jobs and trying to become a personal trainer and make it full time, and starting to write ebooks, going to church, doing all these things, trying to help people, volunteering. These are the things I've done, and ever since I started doing these things, it's helped me greatly. So, once again, check me out over here. Don't forget to join. Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Subscribe, share, like, tell some people about this. Help me out. Help me. Give me some motivation. Give me, that sense of purpose. I know this is gonna take off, and it's going to change people's lives. But I need you guys to step up and start subscribing, sharing, and liking, letting people know that this information's out there. All right. So stay tuned for the next video.